So Midjourney released their new consistent character feature in the new update of Midjourney V6, where you can basically take one image and have that same character in all of your other Midjourney outputs. So in this video, we're going to talk about all the use cases of the new feature of consistent character in Midjourney and how it can enhance your Midjourney experience like crazy. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, so here I am in my Midjourney and you guys can see right off the bat, so I'll be using this character as my reference one, and through that, I'm going to go ahead and create new prompts by restoring this character in every prompt that I use, okay? So this consistent character feature can be really useful, you guys. So you can use that in, let's just say, if you want to use that in age factors. So let's just say if you want to change this character into some old one, or like in mid-20s, mid-30s, like you can do that very easily. And let's just say if you want to change the style of the image, so you can do that very easily. And you can also go ahead and change the background as well. So all you can do that with the help of the new Midjourney feature, which is consistent character. So for the first example, let's just say I take this image as my reference, and with the help of the consistent character feature, I type in a prompt, a woman at night in moonlight posing, and after that, I provided the link of my reference image. So these are the results I got. So you guys can clearly see like it restored our character in the results quite beautifully, right? So it definitely looks like it is the same character from the previous image. So this is how the consistent character feature works. So if you guys are wondering like how it works and what are the parameters that we have to use for that. So first of all, it is really important that you create the image with Midjourney, right? So you cannot use any other images from any other source. Let's just say if you want to use consistent character of your own image. So now you cannot do that, but it will be available in the near future for you guys. Alright, so let's just say I generate another variation of the same prompt that I've input earlier, which was capture a close-up portrait of a woman in a serene, and this is the new character that I'll be taking as a reference image and generating all other prompts with the same character right over here, okay? So for the first example, I type in my prompt, imagine, and then you can go ahead and type in your prompt, which is gonna be a close-up portrait of a woman in her 40s with a local concentration as she's painting in her art studio. So basically I am changing the action, and you can say kind of age factor over here. So now we have a portrait of a woman in her 40s and she's painting in her art studio. So now how will the character reference work? So after that, you need to provide -- cref. So cref stands for character reference. And after that, you need to copy the link of your image and paste it right over here, okay? And make sure you have the space between your link and cref, all right? And after that, you're simply gonna go ahead and click enter to generate. All right, so here we go. So now we have a close-up portrait of a woman in her 40s. As you guys can see, it has grown that image to somewhere in 40s with a look of concentration. So we have the look of concentration as she's painting in her art studio. So now we can see the background. We have the art studio and painting right over here. So yeah, you can see clearly our character, all the details has been restored. And you know, then with the new prompt, we have the same character, but with a different setting, different age factors and all those things, all right? All right, so next, let's just say we want to change the style of this image to any other style, which can be like steampunk. Let's just take that example. And for that, I'm going to type in my prompt, imagine, and in that, I'm going to say a close-up portrait of a woman styled in a steampunk fashion. She's wearing a leather corset and all those details. And after that, similarly, I'm going to do -- space, copy the link of my image, paste it right over here, press enter, and let's just wait for the generation. All right, so here we go. So now you can see we have some kind of a steampunk style fashion in the image. So yeah, here is our character that is restored, which is the main part actually, and she's wearing a leather corset, a high collar blouse, and yeah, you guys can see for that, it basically did a pretty good job, especially with the first one. It restored our character information and details and provided the new prompt by using the character reference feature, okay? So let's take one more example of the same feature, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and type imagine, type in my prompt that a close-up portrait of a woman styled in a steampunk fashion. She's wearing a top hat adorned with gears and monocle. And after that, -- and after that, I'm gonna paste the link of my reference image, okay? Alright guys, so now here we go. So yeah, we do have some kind of a steampunk vibe in the image, but yeah, Most importantly, the character has been restored, and yeah, we have a woman style in steampunk fashion. She's wearing a top hat, adorned with gears, and a monocle, right? So yeah, for that, these images are absolutely perfect, okay? So now let's take one more example. Let's just say if you want to change the settings behind your model or character, and you want to do like sunset, moonlight, neon light, something like that. So that is really easy as well. But before that, I do want to discuss another very parameter in this character reference feature, which is character weight, okay? So yeah, let's just say I take this prompt, a portrait of a yoga instructor in a meditative pose on a beach at sunrise. She's wearing yoga attire and all those important details. And after that, I provide obviously --cref, copy the link of my reference image, all right? And after that, we do have another very important parameter, which is --cw. So the CW values ranges between 0 to 100, okay? So default one is 100. So let's just see how the CW values vary, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do 4 examples. So the first one is going to be 0, 25, 50, and 100, the default one, okay? So for the first one, I'm going to do 0. Similarly, I'm going to go ahead and take the same prompt, but the CW value will be 25. And I'm going to do once again with CW value as 50. And the last one, I'm going to do CW value 100, which is basically the default one, okay? All right, guys, so here we go. You guys can clearly see like we have 4 different variations of different character weights. So, you know, the first one with 0, it kind of tried really hard to restore the information. But yeah, we cannot see the perfect character that's been restored in the image. But if we see like in 25 and 50, so yeah, it's getting better and better, right? So yeah, that means with the character weight as 100 or default, Midjourney will do a perfect job in restoring your character faces or character details into your new images or prompts, and it will work perfectly, all right? So yeah, I suggest you guys to leave your character weight as 100 if you want to go ahead and play with the new consistent character feature. All right, so now let's jump back to the examples. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and change my settings into a sunset. And for that, I'm going to type in the prompt, a portrait of a woman standing on a beach with the vibrant colors of sunset painting the sky behind her, all those details. Then --cref and, you know, the link of my reference image, okay? Which is going to be this. All right, so now let's just go ahead and hit enter. All right, guys, so here we go. Here are the results of a portrait of a woman standing on the beach with the vibrant colors of sunset painting the sky behind her. So yeah, for that, these images look absolutely perfect, especially the first one, right? All right, so now let's just go ahead and try to create one more example with moonlight in behind. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt, a portrait of a woman sitting by a window bathed in soft glow of the moonlight and all those details. And then I'm going to go ahead and say --cref and, you know, the link of my reference image, all right? Okay, let's hit enter and wait for our output. And similarly, if I take one more example, which will be a portrait of a woman standing in a city with a vibrant neon light. So I'm taking neon lights as an example right over here. So yeah, for the first one in the moonlight, so you guys can see it did a pretty good job for our first and second variation, as well as third and last one, because the moonlight is yellow in the last 2 images. But other than that, the images look really good. It restored our characters quite beautifully. And similarly for the neon lights, wow, this is absolutely crazy, right? So we have a glint of neon lights on all of the characters' faces, and yeah, the new consistent character feature did an absolutely fantastic job. So yeah, here you go, guys. This was the exploration of the new Midjourney update, which is consistent character. So yeah, I hope you like this video. And if you want to stay tuned with the latest updates of Midjourney, you should subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in some other one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.